This is an easier way to do this. No, mother. I want death. Everything's fine.
And then a 15-minute one.
Oh my God! All right. Now I'm stressed. Here we go. All right, everything's fine.
Every episode, we give a band the lyrics to a song they've never heard before, and they have just 1 hour to write and record their own original version. This is Blind Covers. Hi, welcome to Blind Covers, the only music show on the internet. My guest today is Chris Farren.
Hi.
How's it going?
I feel good. How do you feel?
I feel really nice. Other than the fact that I chose to wear a denim
Big
jacket on a pretty hot Los Angeles Valley day.
Yeah.
You live in Los Angeles, I live in Los Angeles.
That's cool.
Do you have a plan for when the big one hits?
Do you think that's really going to happen?
Look, all these scientists are out here telling us.
These round Earth scientists.
Look, I've never seen an earthquake with my own two eyes, and scientists have made up earthquakes to make us afraid of businesses.
It's Home Depot propaganda.
Yeah.
They want us to be shopping. I've never even, since I've lived here, experienced an earthquake.
How long have you lived here?
Maybe I have, but I have not noticed it. I'm a little preoccupied with myself.
Yeah. Well, thanks to our new sponsors, InfoWars, where...
I grew up in Florida, so there was kind of always a constant looming fear of hurricanes. You know, I'm numb to like the dread of natural disasters.
What's the weirdest crowd you've ever played to?
Weirdest crowd. There's a lot of cultural differences in Europe. Could you believe it? There's something that a lot of people refer to as like a German compliment, which is essentially somebody just says something mean to you, but they say it and they're smiling, and you're like, okay. You know, examples of this. These aren't things that have been said to me, but like I've heard from friends in music say, like somebody said, "Oh, last time you came here, you were so much skinnier, and now you are so fat." And then they just stand there and they're like, okay. I went to Germany on a tour, and I was kind of preparing myself for this situation. I had what I perceived to be a very good set. I felt good about myself after I played, which, you know, sometimes does not happen. So there was, I say this for the story, there's literally a line of people at my merch table to buy merch from me. And one by one, each of them, they would come up and buy merch, and then they would say to me, "Your set was so good, everyone around me hated it. And I'm the only person here who liked you." And I was like, you're in line. You had to wait behind somebody else to say this to me.
What celebrity would you have the most sexual tension with?
Like if I met them, and they would be sexually activated by me?
Just mutually. Just you're both feeling it, you're both in it.
Oh my God. Living or dead?
You know what? Let's go either.
There's a few people that come to mind that are just like, you know, have just that air to them.
Wallace Shawn.
The great Wallace Shawn from Toy Story 4. I mean, Prince definitely comes to mind. I feel like any person in the world that met Prince just was like, hi.
I don't think you can not have sexual tension with Prince.
Right,
He's
yeah.
living sexual tension.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
literally not, but... All right, so before we get into it, do you have any questions for me?
okay. 1 hour is firm, of course.
Absolutely. We will not budge on that.
And I won't go a second over. Okay, that's all I need to know.
Let's get him in here.
This guy's like a king. There's a little spot where your dad ate lunch, and your brother landed his first punch. So much violence. I don't know what this song is, absolutely.
No? You think you can make it a Chris Farren song?
I mean, for me, this is a great benefit. The most annoying and like discouraging part of it for me is writing lyrics. Yeah.
Well, let's go read those lyrics.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay, what will I use? I'm gonna grab one of these acoustics over here. I'm so sorry, this is so annoying of me. Okay. Great, okay, what can I say? Not very recently, but I got into Burt Bacharach from Austin Powers.
Was it because of Austin Powers?
You know what? It was not. But if I had to think, like, in my life, when the first time I heard of Burt Bacharach, it was definitely Austin Powers saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, Burt Bacharach." But I have recently got into his music a lot, and he's written so many incredible songs. As a musician, when you kind of like get excited by like a style or like an artist that you had not yet locked into, it just makes like writing more exciting, you know? So that's where my head is at right now with this. I'm trying to figure out what would the chorus be. In the way you have this written, are you trying to trick me?
I'm not.
And what I will say is you can split up and repeat anything that you want.
Right.
If you want to pick something and make it a chorus, then that is the song as you were writing it.
Right. What would the chorus be? When I first started making music, I thought, my standpoint was like choruses are like, it's like a selling out almost to write a chorus. Because it's like, there's a cheesiness to having to sum up what you're talking about in a repetitive way, you know? It's the most difficult thing to do. To make it work with the way I am singing it and the structure I have is, it says just a rusty colored rain that drives a man insane. To make it fit, just a rusty colored rain that drives a man insane.
Yeah.
A lot of people might say, it's better that way. And isn't that interesting? That actually sounds very cool. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's funny that I was talking about how hard it is to write choruses and how important it is to sum up the lyrics. And I have decided that the chorus is yeah, yeah, yeah. So now I am programming like a drum beat on this thing called an OP1, synthesizer / drum machine / recorder sequencer. So I'm gonna sequence a beat. Oh, actually, I'm gonna get a tempo first from my voice memo. Cool. 140. No, this one. This is a Lynn drum sample. Prince, from earlier, used a lot of Lynn drums. Prince, famously known from our interview. So, that's what I want. I don't play drums. I don't know how to play drums. Part of me doesn't even really grasp a lot of stuff about drums. I love drums, obviously, but I feel like the way that I make drum beats and the way I write drum stuff is just like a very primal, like caveman thing. There's like nothing technical about it. That's what I want. Okay, so that's definitely good for that part. So, and I can copy and paste that beat for as many measures as I want that to go. So I definitely want it to go through the intro. Well, have you been? What the fuck? Everything's fine. Nothing bad has ever happened to me. This is an easier way to do this. No, mother. I want death. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. That's fine. Just some great fills, if nothing else. A happy accident. Something that bothers me when people talk about like music, computer music or whatever, like drum machine stuff, is that they say that that a lot of the good in making music is the happy accidents and mistakes and stuff. And nothing has given me so many accidents and mistakes as my computers and drum machines. So, so then I go into the. So there's a da da. No, that's insane. Okay. And now the chorus thing. No. No, too fast. That might be a little much. Yes, this is serious music, of course.
And then a 15-minute one.
Oh my God! All right. Now I'm stressed. So that's the drum track. Without a time constraint, I would probably like add, I would put the bass in there. But since this is the case, I have an octave pedal that I'm just gonna add a low end to my signal. One time I did a different session for YouTube, sorry. And in the session, I tuned my guitar and then I put my capo on, and the comments were ruthless. And I haven't done it since. You know what would have been a nice way of saying it? Hey, here's a guitar tip for you. Tune your guitar after you put the capo on. Not, you piece of shit. All right. Not too bad. This pedal is very cool. It just gives it kind of like a, it's a chorus pedal, but it's called warped vinyl, and honestly, that's all you need to know about it. This pedal is called a Mandala. A company in, I think, Japan makes it. So that's basically what it does. All right, and so then this thing is like a vocal effect processor. It can add like echo and like octave up group, which I use sparingly to add a little bit of presence, I guess. Da, 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 da. It's time. 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Hello, my name is Chris Farren, and I would guess this song is called Broken Bricks. It says a lot in this song. Here we go. Well, have you been to the Broken Bricks, girl? Snuck down through the cyclone fence, past the caution tape at the security gate, backwards to the break room bench. Well, there's a little corner where you first got kissed and felt your boyfriend's fist and made the company list. There's a little spot where your dad ate lunch and your brother landed his first punch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Well, now you've been to the Broken Bricks, girl. Seen the barrels that they left behind. Seen the machine that got aluminum clean. Cut tape from the caution sign. I broke into window panes, just a rusty colored rain that drives and drives a man insane. You try to jump over the water, but you land in the ore. Climb the metal of a broken crane. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Broken bricks, girl, it's not a place you wanna be. Think about the spot your father spent his life. Demolition cause a building C. Demolition cause a building C. Demolition cause a building C. Demolition cause a building. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh.
How do you feel?
I'm just thinking of all the things I wish I did differently with the cover.
Chris, I got to tell you, I thought it was dreamy.
Oh, thank you.
I think everybody agrees.
Oh, wow.
The internet is already buzzing about it.
Wow, and you didn't even post it yet. You didn't even edit it together.
That's the power of the cover that you just did.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Now I feel really good. And you promise you're not lying?
Not at all. What were you getting from the lyrics in terms of like content?
The lyrics to me were like, it definitely felt a little dated, like either dated or just of not my world of music. Like from what I assume, and maybe I'm wrong and maybe I will look like a fool after I say this, but like it feels like it's a man talking about a woman and giving her like advice. Not like lyrically something I would choose to do.
Sure.
It's like a mansplaining.
It's a little mansplaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am ready to hear the original version.
All right. This is normally the part where I would tell you who it was, but I think that's going to become apparent pretty quickly.
Oh, you think so?
I believe so.
You think it's a... Okay.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah.
So what's the first thing jumping out to you now?
I mean, it's the White Stripes.
Yes, it is.
So everything I said about it was correct.
Yes, it was.
It is a guy from another time.
I think we can call Jack White from another time.
Love to be from another time. Little hat man.
He's from 1940s Detroit.
Right.
Did you just call Jack White Little Hat Man?
He got a little hat. He must have a little hat.
This is the part where we're going to find a photo of Jack White with the littlest hat.
Oh, of course.
And if we can't find it, we're going to make it.
Yeah. Something I'm also thinking is like, I was like in my head about like how sparse my arrangement was. And I'm like, well, it was basically this guitar and drums and vocals. That's the same thing he's got going on. And there is no chorus.
No, not
So
a chorus.
that
You gave it a chorus.
I gave it a chorus.
You know what? I'd say out and out, you took the trash that Jack White gave you. I don't mean it, Jack. If you want to come on the show, we'd love to have you. Fucking garbage.
Yeah.
That piece of shit Jack White gave you. Again, Jack, you're an incredible guitarist. Just wonderful all around. And you made it a million times better.
I agree.
Chris, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe below. I know it's a cliche, but it really does help, and it only takes a second. Special thanks to Patreon user LDL for suggesting the White Stripes song that just got covered. If you want to pick the song that gets covered on the show, or if you just want to download the awesome covers that we release every month, please consider backing us on Patreon. It really helps and helps us keep making the show. Programming note, we're going to start releasing new episodes of the show the first Friday of every month. So mark your calendars and keep an eye out, because that's when stuff's going down. Have a great day. I love you. Goodbye.